Right, welcome back everybody. This is my first video in a while because I've done more streaming, but not that much streaming, honestly. So this was one of the this is one of two races you will see in this video, and this was the fourth race I did. You see, already starting off with chaos. Because why the hell not? That's what GT7 is all about. Now this was my fourth race that I did yesterday, and it was my first race in the WRX. So I did pretty shit. Because I was completely out of practice. Had not driven on this track for quite a while, but it still didn't ruin everything. I had a few incidents, of course, that's to be expected. So, no, but there was a bit of clean racing, yes, but not all of it was. That's for sure. I think you'll see in the second race that clean racing that I'm talking about. Immediately seeing Tommy Spain going off the track here. Now Tommy Spain was not exactly the cleanest driver of these races, that's for sure. Because he would deliberately punch you off. I learned that in my second or third race when I was driving the Atenza, which turns out to be really shit. So I think they might have nerfed them. They probably have. No, I don't know myself though, so someone can correct me in the comments. So on the back of the Alfa Romeo right now, of course I have Poldi behind me. Who is not very far off me, and he definitely was the faster driver if I remember correctly, by probably quite a bit. You can see there many drivers taking different lines, including me. I took really bad lines all the time, really. Behind Tagrel and Tommy Spain, both are way back there, luckily for us. So in this race, at this point I'm P11, but as you can see, just screwing up my line entirely because I was way out of practice. I had not done any practice. I just set a lap in the Atenza and hoped for the best, and it clearly didn't go very well. So I think at this point there are a lot of cars up ahead. Some of them had penalties if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. All these cars had penalties, and then I got on the brakes and just lost it under the brakes. I was very pissed at this moment in time. Here we are seeing it again. Bunch of penalties. Of course, me trying to avoid these people, and then getting on the brakes, and the car just sliding to the left. As I broke too late and too hard, and just spun off to the left. I don't know if I made contact with any of those drivers though. I might have. I'm not entirely sure if I did. In the moment, I did think it was the cars with penalties that are unghosted. Looking at this later on, I do think that might have just been me losing the car. But I haven't really analyzed the incident either, so I just looked at it right now. This is the first time actually seeing that incident. Well, second time, because this is my second take at making this video, because it did not exactly want to capture more than 5 minutes because of my settings, so I had to change that. Of course, in this race, at this point, way behind. There's not really much happening from here. Of course, just taking horrible lines constantly. Because I hadn't done like any proper practice or watching any of the faster laps, or just watching any laps in general. So as you can see, just fucking up every single corner. Because I simply was just really out of practice. Really wide into here. I did that, I'm pretty sure, every single lap. Including the first 3 races, which I did not get a replay for because they were just that horrendous. So at this point, I'm just gonna want to keep my head down. I just hope that somebody ahead of me spins out. And I actually managed not to rage quit after that. I mean, I was pissed, but I was like, no, that's just gonna make it worse. And it would have. So I'm actually glad I didn't rage quit on that one. But yes, I definitely was pissed. After, but I'm pretty sure it was my own fault. It may have been the cars on ghosting, because you couldn't even see them as ghosted in the replay for some reason. So that was special. You see the 2 drivers in front actually fighting a lot, slowing each other down, and there might have been an incident, I'm not entirely sure. So actually the Alfa Romeo has had some sort of incident as well. So you see, again, taking this corner not that well. I took it better in the second race, but it was still not that good. There we go, we see right 165 has gone off. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, to be honest. Goes way behind at this point. And again, taking just horrible lines, but good enough to keep up with the Mustang, which I'm pretty sure that Mustang wasn't exactly really fast either. So I haven't actually seen this incident yet, outside the actual race. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Having to save the car in that moment of time. See, actually right, left, apparently. You see Tommy Spain trying to cut me off there. He was quite an asshole actually. Then getting behind Tag Rally because of penalties and other incidents. Oh, looking at Tommy Spain in here. See a lot of smoke coming off my car. So this is me going around the outside of Tag Rally. Then look at what Tommy Spain does. Yeah, that Tommy Spain guy really is an asshole. And now it's just not fucking up these last few corners, and then that's a P13. Now this race definitely could have gone better, but I was lucky towards the end, which is people fucking each other over. And I definitely need to get some more practice, because I was ridiculously slow. Usually I'm in the top 5 of races. I didn't even get the top 10 of pure pace. I got lucky if I was to ever get P10. Now that was the first race, moving on to the second one. Right, now on to the second race, starting P13. This race went a bit better, I'd say. So immediately, of course, behind the LMG and ahead of LA, I'm not gonna, yeah. So into turn 1, I went for a pretty big dive bomb, as in really big, and I did it accidentally as well. Look at this. Broke really late. You see someone going off behind, more collisions here with the LMG. Not entirely sure what happened there. No, I don't know what it's called. Is it called Lebanese? I don't know, but behind Lionheart from Lebanon right now, and then whoa, okay, I don't remember this happening. Lots of incidents, and of course getting side by side with Liam G, who actually gets a car length ahead of me, or not a car length, but he gets ahead of me by the entire car length, and then just more collisions and just more chaos, simply. Right, now on into the big banky hairpin. See Lionheart having to sort of penalty. All going into the corner. It's actually the South African going off the track, putting me P11 behind Liam G and Sensen in the R35. Just more chaos. Now the Austrian who failed art school in this lobby was actually pretty good. He did better than me, and he was showing the R35. And I'm just assuming the R35 wasn't that good. I wouldn't know. It was only my 5th race, and it was also my last race that I did yesterday. This race I knew that I had to be a bit more careful, which I clearly was, if you saw turn 1 on the first lap. You see cars going off left, right and center, putting us up to P8 at the moment. See, battling behind. Was it the cleanest battle? Probably not. They usually aren't that clean. Just more and more chaos behind. Now just watch this awful line here. I tried following Liam G and I'd go off entirely. This one side by side with Sensen, the Austrian. And I'm gonna stick to the Austrian because saying Sensen just sounds weird to me. Actually, he gets past me there. So I clearly was not going fast in this race, like at all. You actually see him taking a very tight line on the exit there for some reason. Not entirely sure why. And into the big hairpin. Getting past them. Because that was one spot where I did kind of decent compared to the rest of the track. Because as everywhere else, I did not do that good at all. And you can just see from like my lines and everything that I'm doing, I did not have a lot of practice. These 2 races were just me trying to memorize the track, and the 3 before this, which I don't have replays of, and I'm kinda happy I don't. So I had watched a few others like in the races, driving the same car, and I tried following their lines, clearly didn't into this corner. At least I got on the perk kind of early. We actually see the Portuguese guy going off the track, putting us up to P7. So this race went, this race so far was actually going quite decent. And then of course, horrible line, the Austrian behind, getting really close to me. He was directly behind me at this point, and he just kept on getting closer and got a little bit of a room between us here. Which, if I remember correctly, he did catch up again. Having some issues at the hairpin actually. So maybe not, I'm not entirely sure, as I simply don't remember. See, the gap between me and Liam G, the British driver, is quite a lot bigger than it was. And I had been really lucky with those behind. And of course at this point, there's just the last lap to go. So all I have to do here is just not make too big of a mistake. Haven't done much running on Magyar. Again, just taking a horrible line. It definitely could have been better. Of course, drivers behind are at this point just really far behind. So it's looking like a pretty solid P7. So all I have to do is simply drive the car, which obviously I'm clearly doing, because who else would be driving the car? Not the AI, that would be way too slow. And just like that, it's a P7, a very lucky race. And I was pretty happy with that one, considering how the race before it went, with me making a massive mistake. This time it's just staying out of trouble for the most part, and managing not to go off the track. Now that's the end of the video, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you're new, so please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And well, that's about it, everyone.